Alright, here we are with Gypsy, day 2 in the arena. She was a little watchy on the way down. She remembers it pretty good from yesterday. We're going to, she's stopping and watching a bunch, but goal today is to just kind of try to keep her going. Maybe to get her to speed up a little bit. We got 2 of these birds in here now. Maybe one's a dad. And, we're going to, just kind of let her continue to get used to the open area. We're not going to push too hard, push too fast or too much today. And kind of let her just wander around. Let her curiosity, just looking at cows, wondering what that is. It's okay. You'll see a bunch of those before we're done. Come on. She's got another horse over here. She's been kind of going back and looking at the cows. Come on. She's a curious little mare, so we'll let her get her curiosity out of the way, so then she can start focusing on us. But there's, this is an area we're going to work in a bunch, so we're going to let her get familiar with it for a day or two. Well, yesterday and today, before we're asking too terribly much. Come on. Let's go. I'm going to kick on her a little bit, try to get her to speed up some. She's not been in a trot yet. She's kind of acted a couple times like maybe she wants to, and I go to let her, and then she just kind of stops. So, but she's getting more comfortable. She's getting more speed. She's walking faster. She's not such sluggish. We're getting more control, which is another thing I like to have before they really start wanting to have a lot of speed and go, is some control. She's still kind of getting used to the bit. Kind of getting over the watchy stuff. She's doing good. We've done a lot of desensitizing. Once I get her trotting and doing all that good, then we'll start adding in a barrel pattern. Kind of teach her that. I'm also going to teach her to track the dummy, throw a rope off of her. Then teach her to drag the dummy, barrels, whatever. So if later on down the road you need to drag stuff like a cow, calf, come on, she will. Quit stopping. We are also working on building up her endurance. I do not ride her quite as much. You've heard me mention that. She is a little smaller, so and still growing. I don't want to mess up nothing, so we keep it as minimal as we can with getting her a good start. Now we hear a lot of people, oh, you really need to wait till they're 3 or 4 or 5. Well, in the old days, yeah, we did. But now with the 2 and 3-year-old futurities and stuff, people are just, breaking the horses and training them quicker. And we are cautious of it, though. It's not like we go put as much work into her or as hard of work and ride time into her as I would a 4-year-old. But, and honestly, it's easier to get them trained and teach them everything when they're 2 and 3. They seem to just learn better and faster than they do at 4. I don't know why that is, but every 2-year-old that I've trained, and some of the 2-year-olds I've trained have been tanks. I mean, they've been bigger than some of the 4 and 5-year-old horses, so it's not been a problem. But they just seem to excel through everything and go fast. And I guess it's because they're young and they haven't had bad experiences. But like I said, with a smaller one, we're gonna keep that in mind. We're still gonna do what's best for the horse as much as we can, and what's best for the customer, and we're gonna get the horses trained as good as we can. Come on. We're gonna get her as broken as we can, and then if at that point and she's good and broken trained, and the owner just wants to ride her every once in a while until she finishes growing out to keep her kind of up to par, and then put a tune-up back on her, that's real easy to do, and that's what a lot of people do. So we're just gonna walk her around both ways. We'll constantly kind of ask her to go. She kind of speeds up. Great. I've been working on it with the lunging, so she's learning the cues. She knows the cues. She just ain't there under saddle yet, and sometimes it takes a bit. Just fine. You kind of let them grow at their own pace, and you kind of have a better horse in the end. Our goal is to get a good horse in the end. It's not a race of how fast we get the good horse. It's our end result. We want the best horse we can have in the end. Sometimes if you rush it, you'll seem like you have a really good horse, and then just all of a sudden, it's not what you thought it was. I'm having that trouble with some older horse that I'm kind of working on. Is they rushed things, thought they had it real good, and then now she's just kind of, come on, not so good. Nope. Go. She's kicking it flies. The fly spray, it's like flies around here have gotten immune to it. We use it so much. Come on. Yeah, I've tried every store fly spray there was. The expensive ones, they last maybe a few more minutes, but not enough to justify the $36 or $38 a bottle. The one I make, I did find that if you mix the Promethean and then add a little bit of that gold Listerine and a hint of dishwashing soap, it sticks longest and lasts the longest for me so far. So I just put in a big squirt bottle, I put the 2 ounces of the Promethean, then I fill the bottle up to about the halfway mark with a Listerine. Then I'll take and squirt a good squirt of soap in there, and then after I do that, I fill it the rest of the way up with water. And so far that's the one that's working the absolute best for me, but still don't work that long. But at least it's not $36 a bottle either. I don't mind if it quits working around the same time as a $36 bottle one for a fraction of the price. It's like none of them last that long. Even the waterproof ones. Tried the waterproof ones, still the same. Actually, I don't know that they lasted even 5 minutes longer. The only thing that really does work, but it's way too expensive, and you can't just go coach your horse down in it, is SWAT. And when you have a horse with like my roping horse had an eye surgery, he had a bump on his eye, and I kept SWAT on it. That stuff works all day. But you can't You can't just go put SWAT all over your horse. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this ride on the video. Video's got to go. We're going to continue riding and working. Y'all continue to watch and follow us and like us, and continue to watch Gypsy's progress. And thank you for watching us, and have a great day.